What up? What's going on, fight fans, boxing family? This your boy Get Him Mike. Welcome back to Gym Boxing, y'all, man. We're gonna try to have a little bit of fun today, man. Errol Spence Jr., Terence Crawford, Bob Arum talking all kinds of shit. What's going on, y'all, man? Who we got in the chat, man? Who we got up in here? Christopher Russell, much love to you. Said Spence dogs them both. Leonard Ellerby's nose back up in here. Yeah, Wookie Wook. What's going on with you, bro? Who else we got up in here? That's pretty much right now, man. What's going on with y'all, man? City, state, zip. Throw it all in the comment section. Let me know exactly where you from, man. We're going to talk about this a little bit, man. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford will need to agree to an even purse split if they want to even think about getting the fight made, according to Bob Arum. Arum says he's either wants a 50-50 straight down the middle, or he wants a 45-45 split with a 10 going to the winner of the fight. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, man. I think he was just BSing, though. My personal opinion, I think Bob Arum be pulling shit off the top of his tongue. Whatever he feels, he says it. You know, he's been living a long time. He's I think he wasn't top ranked Muhammad Ali's at first. And then, you know, Bob Arum got his hands on it somehow. I don't even know the whole history of it. But this man been around for a long time, man. So I guess he feels like he got that privilege to say what he want, man. But it looks like we got ourselves somewhat of a possibility of getting Terence Crawford and Errol Spence in the ring, man. Possibly next year. In an interview with, I forget the girl's name, Helen Yee. It was a little interview they had, and Bob Arum was basically saying that he thinks that fight should be 60-40 split in favor of Terence Crawford, man. He says Terence Crawford should get the 60-40 split, and I just wanted to get on here and chop it up with y'all a little bit, man. If y'all just getting in the stream, smash that like button. Let me know if y'all can hear me well, man. Make sure the music ain't too loud. And I was able to get my chat box back up and working, man. So we in here, we in the building. KO, man, much love to you, bro. He said, what's going on, Gym Boxing? Shoot, man, we just chilling, man. I had a crazy day today, man. We'll probably talk about that a little bit later. But I'm just trying to see if I can't crank these live streams up a little bit more, especially when it pertains to topics that I know a lot of y'all want to hear. You know, the Errol Spence, the Terence Crawfords, all that good stuff, man. You know, we got Keith Thurman and Pacquiao coming up. You know, the Charlo brothers, they getting ready to be fighting. So we got some stuff coming up, man. D. Jefferson in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, big homie. But anyway, Bob Arum, you know, he back at it again, yapping off. And, you know, it's funny, man. It's funny because I know without a shadow of a doubt that Bob Arum, if the shoe was on the other foot, and Bob Arum had control of this whole situation, he would not be in a rush to make Terence Crawford fight Errol Spence Jr. It's no way he would be rushing for that to happen, man. But you know, it's Terence Crawford. You know, probably would be less. He should probably get less in negotiations if Errol Spence ends up beating ShawnPorter. You know what I'm saying? I think that's Al Heyman and also Errol Spence's plan is to make sure that. But before they go into a big fight like this, that they come in with more negotiating leverage, because I mean, after all, you have two networks that's getting ready to be in on this. You got you know, the biggest fight that can be made in boxing right now. You remember I just did a poll in the community tab where, you know, I was basically talking about what's the biggest fight that can be made in boxing, man. I think Errol Spence versus Crawford probably took it by like 78%. So Errol Spence understands the magnitude of this fight, and he wants to make sure that, you know, when everything comes down, when all the negotiations and stuff come down, that he comes to the table with two straps on. You know what I'm saying? He comes to the table with a successful pay-per-view on his resume. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like Errol Spence is trying to stack up as much as he possibly can, you know, for negotiations before going in there with Top Rank, because Top Rank, you know, Bob Arum, he going to try to definitely get. He's definitely going to try to make sure that he, in his side of the things with Terence Crawford and Top Rank, he wants to make sure they get the bulk of the money. You know what I'm saying? And it was similar to that when he fought, when Mayweather and Pacquiao fought. You could tell that Bob Arum was trying to play tug of war with the whole situation, man. I mean, it's just, you know, you have a whole lot of tug of war going on in boxing right now, man. All these negotiations going on between the different you know, different networks and different promotional companies, man, and it's just, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's definitely a lot of chess playing going on out here, man. And you know, for Bob Arum to be trying to rush. He's trying to rush the Terence Crawford fight because he understands that Errol Spence just might get that belt from Porter. You know, I got a feeling Porter, though, they're gonna try to disrupt those plans. They definitely gonna try to disrupt those plans because I mean, they've been training. You know, they've been training, and you know, like I said in yesterday's live stream, bro, I'm picking Errol Spence to beat ShawnPorter. I believe he will get the job done. But I got a feeling they're definitely gonna come to fight. They're definitely gonna come to steal the show. They're definitely gonna try to upset things, man. There's been a lot of upsets in boxing, and you know, for them to marinate these fights like that, bro, could be a dangerous thing. You know what I'm saying? We saw it just recently. Well, Anthony Joshua got upset. We just saw not both Charlos, but we just saw Jermell Charlo get upset. Everybody wanted to see him fight Jarrett Hurd, and then Jarrett Hurd goes and get upset and loses. So it's just like, these fights gotta happen. So what Bob Arum's saying, it may sound like a sweet thing to the casual fan, like, you know, oh man, let's get this fight going. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman wants to wait till next year, and I wanna get the fights done, you know, earlier than later. But at the end of the day, you know, Al Heyman understands that this is a chess game. He understands that we're playing chess, and I think Bob Arum is trying to sell to the casual fans that is checkers when he know damn well it's chess. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's going on here. So when it comes down to Errol Spence, all he has to do is come out. He has to put on a good show. He has to put on a dominant performance versus ShawnPorter. He has to do it in epic fashion. I mean, he has to outbox. He has to outbox ShawnPorter. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to possibly try to stop ShawnPorter, which is ShawnPorter never been stopped. You know, he's only lost twice, and they've been very, very close fights. We've seen him knocked down before. I know he got knocked down versus Adrian Broner, and then the Ugas fight too. A lot of people thought that, you know, that knockdown, you know, that slip was a knockdown, but at the end of the day, Errol Spence Jr. has his work cut out for him. And I think he understands the magnitude of this fight. He understands the difficulty of this type of fighter. And because of that, I think this is why this fight is going from Fox regular free TV, and now they're switching over to pay-per-view because, you know, he want to get paid. You know, I mean, this is a big unification fight. We haven't had a unification in the welterweight division in a few years, man. We've been getting some title fights, you know, some title defenses and stuff like that. But we haven't really been getting unifications, man. So I think they understand the magnitude of what's going on, and you know, it's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out, man. That's just what I'm waiting to see. But it's a good chance we might get this fight next year. If Errol Spence can beat ShawnPorter, which I believe he will, I think they'll get back to the negotiation table next year, because this is what Arum was saying in that interview. And once they get back to that negotiation table, then we can talk about splits and all of that. But I mean, I gotta tell you, if Bob Arum think he's about to come in here and get 60-40 split over Errol Spence, coming in with 2 belts, he got another thing coming, boy, because it ain't even going down like that. And I think, for me, that's the discouraging thing about this whole negotiating, because I got a feeling Bob Arum gonna be with the BS, man. He gonna be talking crazy. He says Errol better start dropping that weight. Saw him Snapchat today. Looked a little big. Yeah, I saw him on Snapchat too. Wookie Woo. He says but you know, he was sweating though. He was sweating. So that's definitely a good thing, man. It looks like Errol Spence, he understands that he's about to get that money now. He feels like he's back in the game, and I think he's about to work. Like, although, you know, Errol Spence seems like, he be getting you know, gaining weight between fights. It may seem like that, but you know, Errol Spence has one of the best work ethic that I've seen. Like, this dude really works. You know, when it's time to get down and dirty, he get in that gym, you know, old school style. You know what I'm saying? And he just get in there and do his thing, man. And he always makes weight. So I would imagine that he's getting ready to get to work. You know, so you know, that's good news. But you know, I'm not, like I said, man, I'm not too confident that even when they do sit down to the negotiating table, I'm not 100% confident that they're gonna be able to get this thing done, bro. Bob Arum he's a sneaky dude, bro. He's a sneaky dude. He'll get in front of that microphone and get in front of that camera, and he'll get to talking and spitting game to the casual fans, and they soak it all up. But behind closed doors, I got a feeling, bro. I got a feeling Bob Arum gonna be with that BS. Clovis Watson says Errol, Al, and Floyd, they all know that Bud is good for him. They pushing that fight back far as they can. So you saying that they believe that that Terence Bud might be too much for Errol Spence? That's a possibility. You know, maybe you know Errol Spence's team don't believe in him, but I mean I would imagine Errol Spence has confidence in himself to win that fight. You know, I would imagine he has confidence, bro. These dudes are not afraid of each other. I think they both dogs, but you know, maybe his team might feel differently. You know what I'm saying? If y'all just getting in the stream, man, we just chopping up some Terence Crawford. Make sure y'all smash the like button on the way into the stream, man, for some visibility on the live stream while I'm here for this time, man. Just get them thumbs up for your boy. Mr. De Niro is in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, bro. As always, man, bringing them jokes, bringing them laughing faces. Appreciate you. But oh, he says yes, I'm saying that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean they might believe that Terence Crawford might be too much for Errol Spence, and I think that might just be stylistically. I think they might feel like his skill set is a little bit too tough for Errol Spence, but because he's so advanced. You know what I'm saying? He's so tricky. He's so good at what he do, man. So that Terence Crawford is gonna be tough for anybody, bro. And Renee Box Young, what's going on with you, man? Shout out to you, bro. He says, Big Jim, shouts out from Mexico, Chan. Hey, much love to you, my brother. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Shout out to all the brothers out there in Mexico, man. But, like I said, I just really don't think these fighters are afraid of each other like that. You know what I'm saying? I think when the fight comes, there's going to be a lot of respect from both sides of the situation, bro. I know Terence Crawford, he might be talking like he want this thing, and he probably does want this fight, but come fight week, when they staring each other in the face, bro, you gotta know that it's gonna be respect, bro. It's gonna be some respect on both of these guys, bro. Both of them understand what can happen to one another. So, you know what I'm saying? Donnie Johnson, he says Spence is following the same game plan that he was doing before Crawford came into 147. Spence will stop Crawford KO. And that's the thing too, man. When it comes to the sport of boxing, like you have how can I say? I'm trying to figure out the best way to say it. That's kind of the nature of the beast, if that makes any sense. Like, you can tell when these fighters, before they get a big name or before they get real big in the game, they have this plan for how they want to climb the ladder, how they want to move up the ladder and bust whoever's head they got to get the belt. And then when they get the belt, they have aspirations of unifying, trying to get the big money fights, but then you always have that next guy that's coming up with the same hungry spirit, and everybody's looking up. Like, that's kind of how I feel like it was with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, although we know he's ducking Errol Spence, I get it, but he was already looking up, and Errol Spence was coming up too, and Errol Spence is trying to grab onto his coattail, and Thurman is like, I understand you want to fight me, but I'm looking up here. I'm trying to get a Pacquiao. I'm trying to get a Mayweather. I'm trying to get paid for all this hard work that I've been doing all my life, and now Errol Spence, he's been being denied a lot from guys like Keith Thurman. He's been being denied from ShawnPorter. He's been being denied all this time. Now I think he feels like it's my time. Now I'm the pay-per-view guy, and now I'm chasing the bigger name fights. I'm chasing the unifications like ShawnPorter. I'm chasing Keith Thurman. And now Crawford just moving up to the weight class, and it's kind of like, it's like a reoccurring thing. Everybody that, that's that up and coming dude, what I'm saying, they want to be like the boogeyman. So, I understand it, man. I understand it, but at the end of the day, man, I just want to see the fight. That's always what it's going to come down to on my part. I just want to see the fight. He says, Donnie Johnson says, if Crawford really wanted to fight, he wouldn't have signed with Bob. Yeah, I mean, I hear that a lot, and I've even gone on record of agreeing with that. But I would want to hold a strong position on that, but I just don't totally know. I don't know all of the insides and the outside. I don't know all the details. The only thing I can do is speculate. That's all I can do, man, is speculate on why he would have done something like that, or because there's a lot of dudes that make a very valid point that Errol Spence is on the right side of the street and he's still not even getting the best fights that can be made. You know what I'm saying? Or it took him a very long time to do that. So just to say that Terence Crawford should have signed with the PBC, to get the bigger fights, that's not necessarily 100% bet. We don't know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to who he should have signed with, me initially I thought he should have signed with PBC. We've seen guys like Floyd Mayweather. We've seen guys like what's the guy's name? The guy that just got beat by Spence, Mikey Garcia. We've seen these guys have very, very, very big time issues, with Top Rank, legal battles, trying to get out of that contract. They move their careers over to Al Heyman, and then it blows up. Or Mayweather make the biggest paydays ever, and Mikey Garcia just made $10-12 million. So, and my thing is, if Crawford really, believed in himself and really wanted to really take his career to the next level, I felt like that would have been a better idea to do that. Follow the steps of Mayweather, follow Mikey Garcia. They both left, but as far as his loyalty to Bob Arum, and the type of money he might be getting on the back end, and guaranteed money, maybe if I'm in that position, I don't know if I do it differently. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel, man. If y'all just getting in the stream, man, smash the like button. We got 65 people in the stream, only 16 likes. Get the thumbs up. We talking that Errol Spence, that Crawford work. Y'all know how we doing gym boxing, man. This damn near the Errol Spence and ShawnPorter and the Terence Crawford channel, goddamn. Hook your boy up with some of them thumbs up. He says Crawford versus Loma at 140 would have been a super fight. Oh man, Terence Crawford would probably flatten Lomachenko, man. He too small. That'll probably be some easy work for Crawford, in my opinion, man. And I don't think Lomachenko going to 140 pounds, bro. He's too small. He'll get hurt. Remember, he's coming up from 130, so he's already a little dude. And then so he says, how can Bob make the fight talking noise about Al, and Al bought Andy Ruiz's contract from Bob, and now Andy is the heavyweight champion? Yeah, I mean, you got a point there, Oh yeah, that's another one too. I forgot about that. That's another big situation that happened when a guy left Top Rank and went over to PBC. He shocked the world and became a celebrity overnight, and now he's gonna be making all the big bucks from now on. He's damn near the king of Mexico. Sorry, Canelo. But it is what it is, man. Who we got? Mike Finelli in the building, man. Hold on right quick, man. Sir Geechee. Ooh, shit. Hey, man, we got all the homies in the building tonight, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through, showing some love. Mike Finelli, salute. Sir Geechee, salute. He says Loma already stated that he's too. Damn, I'm looking at so many different screens here. Oh, he's too small for 140. Absolutely, man. He's way too small for 140. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if a guy like Linares can sit him down with a straight right like that, man, imagine what Crawford does to him. Crawford was bullying dudes like what's the guy he was bullying? He bullied a couple guys. He bullied Benavidez. He bullied Horny. What's his name? Jeff Horny. I got so many different screens here, comments popping up everywhere. I'm trying to see how to. All right, yeah, let me just use this one. All right, so check it. He says, I kind of sense AJ is coming back with a vengeance if the rematch happens, though. I don't know, man. I'm not too sure. I would imagine Anthony. Okay, this is what I'll say. I believe Anthony Joshua puts up a much better showing in the rematch, but I still don't know if he wins, man. I can't definitively say that he beats Andy Ruiz. I feel like Andy Ruiz, the only thing Andy Ruiz got to do is get back in the gym and come back in focused. That's all he got to do, in my opinion, to beat Anthony Joshua. I think he beats Anthony Joshua every single time they fight. But if Andy Ruiz, if he starts getting, you know, the big head, and hey, Darryl Lewis, appreciate you for subscribing, man. If you in the comment section, but you know, if he starts getting the big head, and you know, he's making all the money and on all the talk shows, and you know, he start eating steaks and shrimps and lobsters and shit, and not taking it serious, then I feel like, you know, that Anthony Joshua might have the upper hand. He might be able to get in there and squeeze out, you know, a win. But I feel like, man, if Andy Ruiz come in that thing and he does his thing, you know, that you could kiss Joshua, you could kiss those belts goodbye, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Kiss it goodbye, dog. Boy, that's some good water, boy. But anyway, man, I think he should be able to beat him, man. He should be able to beat him. Wilder and AJ both need to learn to stop rushing and crazy when opponents hurt. You know, perfectly normal psycho. Appreciate you for coming through, man. I'm not sure if I've seen you in here before. You know, I feel like Wilder does a good job of that, though. You know, I don't think it worked out so well for Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, because Andy Ruiz, you know, he's a warrior, man, and not only is he a warrior, but he got fast hands and he can fight. Like, you can tell this dude is a fighter, bro. Like, he just look like one of them dudes that just, he'll fight you in the hood, bro. Like, he just come out the house after eating and go to swinging, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of dude Andy Ruiz looked like. Anthony Joshua is more conventional. You know, he just tries to come in, you know that regular stuff, man. But I feel like when it comes down to the way Wilder rushes in, you know, Wilder is unpredictable with the way he get on you when you get hurt. And not only that, he's hella athletic, man. Deontay Wilder is athletic. He's extremely quick on his feet. He's awkward as hell with the way he punches. So, you know, Deontay Wilder, when he sees you hurt, you know, I don't mind him rushing opponents like that. You know, I would like to see it a little bit more cleaned up, but I think he's been getting back to the fundamentals, man, lately, and I think he'll be fine, bro. You know, and I think Deontay Wilder probably has an easier time with Ortiz this fight as well, too, man. You know, I'm just, you know, that's what I believe, but I can't be sure. But, you know, Luis Ortiz is a tough fight for anybody, man. And I kind of don't like the fact that, you know, that Wilder has to fight him again so quickly. You know, guys like Dillian White, guys like Derek Chisora, you know, why not Wilder? Why not Fury? You know, there's a lot of other heavyweights that could have gave Luis Ortiz a fight, but now, you know, Deontay Wilder has to fight him again. You know, that's a tough task, man. You know, that's a tough task. D. Jefferson says, I'm not sure. Wilder literally needs one punch, and Ruiz is no defensive specialist. Absolutely, you know, absolutely. And I talked about that a little bit too in my video, man. Like, you know, Deontay Wilder obviously is no Anthony Joshua, okay? And he has, like I said, he got a nuclear bomb in that right hand. So, you know, I would not be surprised if he gets in there and gets Andy Ruiz out of there in impressive fashion. But like I said, man, you know, Andy Ruiz is a good fighter, bro. He's a hell of a fighter, and he got very, very fast hands. He has very fast hands. And if Wilder, you know, if he's bullshitting around, you know, especially late in the fight, you know, if Wilder starts getting tired like he did versus Ortiz when he was getting hit, I don't know, man. I don't know. But like I said, I will be riding with him. I'll be picking him. Who we got in here? Who else we got in here? I'm sorry. I think I missed somebody's comment. It was who was that who came in here just now? Shit. Fuck. Matthew Valentine, what's going on, bro? I see you. It was somebody else that came in here too. I forgot, but they must have retracted their comment. But anyway, what was we talking? We was talking about Andy Ruiz and Joshua. He says Andy had a short training camp. Yeah, but he's a fighter, though. He's a fighter. Renee says, yeah, I'm definitely going for Ruiz against AJ in the rematch. We'll see how that plays out. Yeah, true, man. Like I said, I think Deontay Wilder puts up a much better account versus Andy Ruiz than Joshua did. And I think Joshua puts up a better account too, man. I think Joshua had a lot of butterflies in this fight. You know, he's over here in America, man. I think it was just too much for him, bro. Like, a lot of people hate, you know, Anthony Joshua. You know, a lot of people feel like Joshua, you know, he's managing, you know, letting Eddie Hearn manage his career wrong. And, you know, they call him a lot of stuff, man. But at the end of the day, to me, he's still a young man, you know. I don't look at him as no, I mean, he's, you know, he's 29 years old, but, you know, he's a young dude, man. You can tell he ain't really like, he don't really look that mature of a guy to me. Like Anthony Joshua, he's just a big ass dude, but he's a young dude, man. So I feel like, you know, when it comes down to, you know, fighting in America for the first time on a big stage against a tough opponent, man, I just felt like everything came too fast for him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people give AJ, you know, a tough time, man, but he, you know, I look at him like he's just a young brother, man. That's how I see him, you know. I don't like decisions that a lot of people make, man. But at the end of the day, the dude, you know, he's a fighter. So I'm trying to read these comments, but I'm missing them. Team highlights, much love to you, bro. Appreciate you for coming through. Faden, Lavian, I don't know how to say that. Appreciate you for coming through. Much love to you. Dice Money too. He says, but he always gets the knockout. Yeah, absolutely, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Tex Rock, I see you, bro. I see you. Marcus Thompson says Bud Crawford, absolutely. And Mike Finelli says rematch gonna be lit. Yeah, man, a rematch gonna be lit. I want to see both rematches. I want to get to the Wilder Ortiz fight. You know, I want to get to that. I think that's gonna be sometime right around the Spence Porter fight. So, you know, if my cash looking right, man, and everything looking right, I'm gonna be bouncing from fight to fight if I can. But you know, that's all the Most High's will, man. So, what was you talking about? Crawford, Spence. Let me hear what y'all. Let me put who you think gonna win that fight in the comment section. Just put Crawford or Spence in the comment section. I want to see how many we got or who in here, man. Let's get some interaction with the homies in here, man. Put it in the comment section. Crawford, Spence. Let me know who you picking right now. We're gonna see what's up. Hey, before I read all that, man, team highlights. He said, Shawn, you love, keep grinding, brother. Hey, man, you don't understand, man. I really appreciate it, bro. You don't understand. You like, it means a lot to me, bro. Like when y'all share y'all hard-earned money, you know, that's nothing but love, man. So like I said, team highlights, man. I really appreciate you for supporting the channel. I will try to keep working and putting out this content for y'all. And I'm going to try to get to these fights too, man. So much love to you, bro. But what we got in here? We got Spence. Donnie Johnson says Spence. The Remnant, Crawford. D. Jefferson, Spence. Renee Box Young says Spence will take Crawford out, man. Tamika Gibson, much love to you, says Spence. Sir Geechee, Spence. Raheem Jackson, man down, hand down, man down. Team highlights, Spence. Mike Finelli said, I can't call it. I respect that. I respect that. Very, very, very tough fight to call, in my opinion. Dice Money 2 says Spence. New Jersey Boxing, Spence. Big Jim got heart, fam. Well, hey, man, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All love, all love. Blessings, blessings. But anyway, man, Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Y'all smash the like button if y'all like this content. Hit, you know, that's the best way you can help too, besides sharing your hard-earned money like Team Highlights just did. But Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Look, man, like I said before, over and over and over and over again. I think Terence Crawford has the advantage in the skills department. Okay, I think he's more skilled. I think he's slicker, you know. I mean, that's no knock on Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence Jr. is a very good boxer. He showed a lot of skills versus Mikey Garcia. He's very planted to the ground. He got great power. I mean, like I said, bro, this is going to be a powerhouse fight, man. This has the makings of a classic, man. I mean, they can do this fight once, twice, 3 times. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing the trilogy. But with that being said, okay, Terence Crawford, in my opinion, he has the advantages in the skills department. He's crafty, he's skilled, you know, he's switching it up both sides. He's great footwork, you know what I'm saying? He just move around. So when it comes down to that, I think Crawford wins in that department. Now, the power, okay, although people say they don't know if Errol Spence has one-punch knockout power, I get it. But I think he has the power advantage over Crawford because he's bigger guy. He's been at the division longer. You know, he be putting guys to sleep, man. So I think he has the power advantage, and I think that can work to his advantage versus Crawford because, you know, Terence Crawford, he's just moving up to the weight class. He's looking good at 147, but you know, he would have to be on his toes in that fight. You know, he'd have to be on his toes in that fight. Both of these guys are pretty decent in the stamina department. I give the stamina edge to Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence gets better as the fight goes on, bro. You know, he like I said before, you know, I don't know how Terence Crawford is gonna do with that type of activity, bro. With that type of relentless pressure and cutting the ring off. See, that's why for me it's so hard to call this fight because there's so many different you know, attributes to both of these fighters to look at. And I don't know if my live stream is skipping, but y'all, you know, hang in there with your boy. But you know, it can go two ways. It can go, you know, Terence Crawford is just too good for Spence, and he just outboxing Spence, just hitting him at will, getting out the way, and Spence just trying to catch him and trying to hit him with something. But it can go that way, you know. Or you could see a vintage, you know, Errol Spence that's just coming for his head, you know, just cutting the ring off, pressuring him, pushing him up against the rope, spring punches, you know, uppercuts. You know, Errol Spence, man, like, he got it all when it comes down to the power, the body work, you know. So this fight to me, like I said, I have to give the slight advantage to Errol Spence. Very slight. And the reason why is because, you know, like I said, that relentless pressure, I'm not too sure how Terence Crawford is going to do against a fighter that's putting that much pressure on him. So, and not only that, but he can also box too. Renee Box Young and D Jefferson, I'm going to read y'all a comment real quick. 24 Big Coop, appreciate you for coming through. He says 50-50 fight. PGH Big Dog says Spence will punish Crawford. Yeah, so see, you're going to have all different types of analysis when it comes to this fight. Renee Box Young says the thing here, I don't think Bud has fought real competition at welterweight. I mean, Horn, I mean, yeah, you got a point. When you look at the competition of both of these fighters, and you know what, I was actually probably gonna do a video breaking down the resumes, you know, and I might still do it in the future, you know what I'm saying, so y'all look out for that. But both of these guys' resumes are not squeaky clean, okay? But when it comes down to Terence Crawford at 147 pounds, he hasn't fought the best competition, no, but I think he has made a good account for himself, you know what I'm saying? So I think you got to give Terence Crawford some kind of credit for what he's done. You know, he got a title shot as soon as he got here. He manhandled, you know, Jeff Horn, who was supposed to be the bigger fighter. You know, that was some easy work, bro. Terence Crawford was styling on Jeff Horn. I know a lot of people, you know, felt like, you know, Jeff Horn shouldn't even been in the same ring with Terence Crawford, and Crawford is just levels above. I get it. But sometimes you have to look at the way these guys fight when they're in the ring, how they dispose of their opponents. And like I said, yeah, he said Horn is a nobody. I get it, but he's a bigger dude. He fights rough. He's awkward. I mean, you have to look at the way these guys get their opponents out of there, man. And that was a very, very, very good performance from Terence Crawford in that fight. So I got to give him credit on that. You know what I'm saying? So he fought the David Bennett. What's his name? Not David Benavidez, the brother. I think it's Jose Benavidez. He was a one-legged fighter, but you know, Crawford, he put a good account of himself in that too, man. And he just stopped Amir Khan, got him out of there, you know. So it is what it is, man. So let me see what D Jefferson said. He says Crawford hits harder upstairs, but Spence hits harder downstairs. Spence will be able to hurt Crawford, and I'm not sure if Crawford has enough to hurt Spence. So yeah, I mean, that's a good analogy, bro. You know, that's definitely a good way to look at it. But see, the thing about Errol Spence when it comes to him hitting upstairs is that he has one of the stiffest, strongest, you know, well-placed jabs almost in the game, bro. And I know I said this before too, and I think other people said it as well. Errol Spence got a good jab, man. I don't even know if Terence Crawford is going to even really be able to get past that jab. You know, so these are all questions that we got to really look at. Is Terence Crawford going to be able to get past that jab? And Errol Spence is going to come forward, and he's working off the jab. He's not just throwing the jab to keep you back. He's working off the jab. He's throwing that jab to do something to you. Like, I'm going to throw this jab because I'm sticking it, and now I'm about to hit you with the left, and I'm going to go to the body, and I'm going to hit you with an uppercut, and I'm going to push you up against the ropes. Like, bro, I mean, like I said, Errol Spence is a good fighter. You know, don't get me wrong. He says Lamont Peterson, Phil LaGreco, Samuel Vargas. You know, I mean, a decent little resume for Errol Spence. You know, he says, I have never heard of nothing about Horn until Pac-Man fought. Yeah, true. I agree with you. Hey, but, you know, in that Pacquiao fight, man, y'all know your boy. You know your boy Get a Mike is a big Pacquiao fan, bro. But, like, a lot of people say, you know, Pacquiao got robbed, and he's right here. Y'all said he got robbed. I thought Jeff Horn won that fight, man. I thought he won it. It was close. But, you know, I mean, he beat Pacquiao. So, a lot of fighters, we don't know who they are until they fight somebody good. And then, and now, you know, now you know them. You know, it's a lot of fighters I didn't know who they were until they fought somebody. So, it is what it is. Dice Money 2 says Crawford hasn't even fought in Algeria yet. Damn, son. Damn. D. Jefferson. Jeff Horn is just big, but not at all a great boxer. No, I wouldn't say he's a great boxer. He says Crawford still gets respect because of his performance. The same thing I said about Fury and Schwartz. They won impressively. Yeah. But you know what? I think, I guarantee Jeff Horn was a much better opponent versus Crawford than Schwartzworth versus Tyson Fury, bro. Come on, man. Come on. At least Jeff Horn, at least we know who Jeff Horn was versus Manny Pacquiao. You know, he went in there and roughed up a Manny Pacquiao in a very, you know, weird, awkward type of fight. So we kind of knew who Jeff Horn was at least a little bit going into the Terence Crawford fight. But, you know, when it comes down to Schwartz, I'm talking about, bro, some of the best boxing analysts didn't even know who that guy was, bro. They just went into any kind of bar over there in overseas in Europe somewhere, and they said, hey, you want to come fight? Come here. And they just went into a bar and grabbed Schwartz out of that bed, bro, and then oh, man. He says, I think Crawford and Spence will come down to a war of attrition. Who has the most dog? Absolutely, 100% positively. Y'all smash the like button. If you ain't hit the like button yet, smash the like button. Help your boy out, man. But it's definitely gonna come down to who wants it more. And if that's the case, then I think you got to make a strong case for Errol Spence, man. You know, you got to make a strong case for Errol Spence Jr. When it comes down to the dog. Because Errol Spence has shown time and time again that he just will not stop, bro. You know, he showed that versus Brook. He said Spence ran out of gas versus Mikey, and Mikey was in survival mode. Absolutely. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're talking to somebody else in the comments, but you know, a lot of people say that too, man. You know, they be talking a lot of shit, and you know, I don't mind when people talk some shit about Spence, though. You know what I'm saying? You can talk your shit, but when it comes down to the people that say that Mikey Garcia, you know, he couldn't knock out a lightweight. He couldn't knock out a lightweight, and it's just like, bruh, come on, seriously? You know what I'm saying? Was he really trying to do that? Was that really the game plan? Errol Spence he made it clear that he wanted to outbox Mikey Garcia, and that is why he threw over 1,000 punches in that fight. His activity rate was off the charts. You know, Mikey was in survival mode. He knew he was getting outboxed. He was embarrassed. You know, Mikey Garcia was doing all that. You know, I see something in Errol Spence. I think I'm a little bit better in this department. It's just like, bro, you was worse at every single aspect of that fight, Mikey Garcia. Every aspect of that fight, you was worse than Errol Spence Jr., and he knew that, and he was embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? He was getting his behind whooped. Justin Hawkins, much love to you, bro. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. So, you know, when it came down to that boy, he was just trying to. And what the hell was all this? Every round, Mikey Garcia go back to the corner. Like, yeah, survived another round. Yeah, all my Mexican fans came to support me. It's like every single time. Tory Beckford, much love to you, bro. Appreciate you for coming through. Every round. Yeah, I'm finna get that 10 million. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what are you doing? I got 61 people in here, 31 likes. Y'all don't like the show. Y'all don't like the show, man. I'm gonna try to start doing this every night, man, at 10 o'clock if I can. But if y'all ain't gonna hit the like button, man, I can't keep doing the show. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep coming on here talking this crap, man. Y'all gotta help your boy out, man. But so it is what it is, man. And what was I saying? I don't know. I'm reading comments and trying not to laugh at the same time. Tamika Gibson, much love to you. I think Tamika, that's a girl, right? Okay, yeah. I'm sorry about that. She says you got me weak. Yeah, man. I'm just trying to have a good time on here, man. But anyway, real quick story. We're gonna get back to the boxing. So anyway, I'm out here cutting the grass today. It's a hot day. You know what I'm saying? Let me get out here. Cut the grass, you know, my kid jumping on the trampoline, everybody having a blast, you know, my lady working, you know what I'm saying, everything working. I'm cutting the grass, yeah, next thing you know, I'm trying to squeeze past this little pipe thing they got on the side of the house. I don't know what the pipe is for. It probably run water from one kitchen to the, I don't know where it's going, but I run into the pipe with the damn lawnmower, bust the shit, water flying everywhere, bro. I'm talking about, I don't waste so much water today, bro. My utility bill gonna probably be about $500-600, bro. I mean, I had to call the freaking utility people, call the plumbing people. I mean, bro, it was a crazy day, bro. I'm messing up all types of plumbing in my house, man. But crazy day, crazy. And then it started storming, bro. So right after I bust the pipe, I mean, we had a damn mini hurricane outside for like 3-4 hours, bro. So I mean, it's raining, water flying everywhere, bro. I was down there flooded in my house, man. So shit done went all the way through my room. Oh man, but anyway, let me get back to these comment sections, man. He says, what bothers me the most about Spence is that his inability to throw punches between his opponents' punches. He's either on the offense or defense. There's no in between, and Bud is excellent at that. You know what? You know what, man? You got a good point, bro. You got a good point. That is absolutely a good point. Errol Spence, what I've noticed is that his counter punching ability is a little bit late. Okay, I can understand what you mean there. It's not necessarily that noticeable because Errol Spence is usually punishing his opponents. He's usually coming forward, but that's not a bad analogy when it comes down to really critiquing these fighters. Like, one thing that I did not like, and I'm gonna say this, okay? D. Jefferson, I'm in Florida, bro, Central Florida, man. And during the summertime, it rains pretty much every day, same time, and it just goes crazy, bro. So, but anyway, versus Carlos Ocampo. Okay, this is at the Frisco at the Star. I was there. One of the things I did not like about how Errol Spence was fighting in that fight, I know he got him out in the first round, but I was critiquing at least the first. Fred Thomas, salute to you, man. Much love. One of the things I did not like is that Carlos Ocampo has put together some good combinations in that fight, and Errol Spence's counter punching ability to me was not up to par in that fight. Okay, so this is for who just said that? I think that was Texas. Yeah, Tex Rock. It seemed like when he was trying to jab in that fight, his jabbing was a little bit late. Like you'll see Ocampo throw a punch, and Spence he'll try to punch right after, but it will be just a little bit too late. So so that's one of the things I can critique about Errol Spence. There's a few things I can critique, but versus Terence Crawford, you know, he had to sharpen all that up. You know what I'm saying? So I get you on that point, bro. He says the man, the myth, the legend is in the building. Oh He says Errol, Willie Jones, what up? He says Errol free smoke, Errol smoke free. I guess he means free smoke. Spence beat the hell out of Bud, Pac-Man, Thurman, and Porter. That might be the case, man. You might be right, but we still got to see it. We still got to see it. He says, I'm so curious to find out which stance Crawford is going to fight out. I believe he'll fight out of both. You know, most of Terence Crawford's fights, he starts off orthodox and switch to southpaw, and then he just take it southpaw from there. So I think versus Errol Spence, I got a good feeling that he's going to do the same thing. He's going to come in there, orthodox fighter. He's going to make Errol Spence believe that he got the southpaw advantage. He's going to, you know, and then he's just going to switch it up and make it extremely uncomfortable. You know, I think that's what Terence Crawford is going to do. But that's just my opinions. He said, D. Jefferson says, Ocampo wasn't a bad fighter and had good hand speed and good skills. He just didn't have enough to deter Spence. Most at 147 can Errol Spence. I agree. I agree. You know what? I would not be surprised if Carlos Ocampo goes on to have a successful career. You know, he has good height on it. You know, that's if he can stay at 147 and continue to make the weight, man. But if he can start getting some more decent type of, you know, build up type of fights and getting his experience and getting, I mean, I feel like Ocampo can be a really good fighter, y'all. You know, for that one round that he put up versus Errol Spence, I saw some very positive things in that fight, man. So, you know, he has a very positive, you know, bright future in the sport of boxing. So, you know, that is if he decides to keep doing it, stay at the right weight and all that good stuff, man. But it is what it is. But when it comes down to Spence versus Crawford, that fight, it's a toss-up. You know, everybody is picking somebody different. You know, it's always Spence, Crawford, Spence, Crawford. I think I'm going to probably do another poll in the community tab talking about, you know, just basically throw a poll to see who thinks what. But on this channel, the majority of people are going to pick Errol Spence. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. He's oh, Marcus Thompson says Crawford will neutralize Spence. You know, he might. Sir Geechee said, y'all about to make me go watch some Spence and Bud fight. No, absolutely, bro. It's time. It's really time to start breaking down this film, man. It's really time for us to really start, you know, studying. Really look at all the different aspects of it, because, you know, I mean, Errol Spence, like I said, I'm one of the, that's like my favorite fight. I'm one of the biggest Errol Spence fans you're gonna find. But, you know, there is some things that I feel like I can see a little bit better about him. You know, when he fought Mikey Garcia, he showed me a lot. You know, I was very impressed with that performance. Tex Rock. Oh, hold on. D. Jefferson, he says, after Crawford, I want to see Spence versus J-Rock. That is, if he gets past Crawford. J-Rock would be a great test for Spence. Absolutely right. I think J-Rock is a good test for anybody between 147 pounds and 160 pounds. That guy can fight, bro. I mean, I kind of knew it, you know what I'm saying? I felt like even that fight that he got knocked out, you know, he was showing some good stuff in that fight. I thought he was outboxing, you know, Jamal Charlo for spurts in that fight before he got knocked out. And not only that, but he's actually came back and won some other good fights impressively too. I forget the guy's name who he fought, but he says that African dude that looked like Clubber Lang. What's that dude's name, man? I forgot who that dude is. Everybody keep talking about Errol Spence. He hurt Errol Spence in that fight. Let me go see who this African dude name was. Hold up. He did hit Spence pretty hard though. I ain't gonna front, but you know, I mean, that's what happened in boxing, bro. You get caught. Yeah, Lardy, that's who it is, Lardy. He said that bit look like Clover Lane. Lardy, let me see what fight was that. Yeah, okay, it was Emmanuel Lardy. That was back in 14. Nah, 2013, I think that was. Alright, let me see. We got some more comments here. Lewis Coleman says, gym boxing. Mikey was at 135 guy, coming up 2 weight classes. Errol gets no credit for me. He couldn't even stop little Mikey. Nah, I disagree with you, bro. I disagree with you. I don't think that he couldn't stop. I think what it is that you can't please everybody, bro. Because if let's just say this. Let's say this. Errol Spence Jr. comes in, knocks Mikey Garcia out, blows him out of the water, beats him down, knock him out. Guess what the next thing y'all gonna say? Guess what the next thing they gonna say? Errol Spence Jr. just bulldozing him because he was smaller. He moved up 2 weight classes. He shouldn't even been in the same ring with Mikey. And these same dudes were saying that Mikey Garcia was more skilled than Errol Spence Jr. These same dudes were saying Mikey Garcia he might upset Errol Spence Jr. He's gonna come in there and put on a boxing clinic because Errol Spence can't box. He was too big. Mikey was moving up too many weight classes. Like, so Errol Spence said, you know what? They think I can't box. And I did a video. I did a bunch of videos about this before that fight. I did 2 parts to the Errol Spence and a big misconception about the fact that a lot of people feel like Errol Spence can't box. And I told y'all knew it too. Because like I said, bro, I got a lot of people that know what the hell they talk about on this channel. You know, the Mike Finalities of the world, the D. Jeffersons, the Sir Geechees, the Tex Rock. I mean, I can go on and on. David N. Simmons. All these dudes know what they talk about. And I did a video about the misconception. I did a video about Errol Spence will outbox Mikey Garcia. And people, oh, you crazy? No, you know, Errol Spence can't even really box like that. He's just bigger and powerful and like that. Bruh, I'm trying to tell you, the dude can freaking box. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, he said, yup. Mike Finelli said he too big. D. Jefferson, I agree. He talking to D. Jefferson. I thought he lost that one, and he didn't look that great versus Danny either. He's losing his identity as a fighter. The old Porter has a chance against Spence. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all talking to a ShawnPorter fan right now, so you know I can't agree too much. You know what I'm saying? I can't agree too much. You know what I'm saying? I am a little bit biased towards Porter. I get it. I know. I get it. I would want to see Errol Spence win too, but you know this is a bittersweet fight for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see my dudes knock each other off, but it's all good though. You know, at the end of the day, both ShawnPorter and Errol Spence, they're gonna have a good account for themselves in this fight. May the best man win, and whoever comes out on top, the other fighter, it'll probably get a rematch. So it is what it is. Mr. De Niro says, and the same people want Spence to move up 2 weight classes to go see champion, but think Spence will stop Canelo. You know, man, like I'm not that sold on Canelo, but I do think that's a very tough fight for Errol Spence Jr. You know, if Errol Spence was to be able to beat Canelo, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, because I think very highly of Errol Spence, and he always shows me over and over again why he should be, you know, where he's at. You know, a champion, a unified champion. But Canelo is he's not easy, man. That dude can fight. He got skills. Mike Finelli says, I got Danny beating Mikey too. Yeah, I think Danny wins that fight, bro. I think he does. D. Jefferson, he says, Mike, I was on IBFP live Saturday before that Spence and Mikey fight, and I called that fight spot on. Spence would disrupt Mikey's timing and run away with the fight. Absolutely. And you know what? My final prediction, this is when I was in Texas. I did a video right in my rental car the night before I totaled it. Crashed the rental car. But what my final prediction was, Errol Spence outboxes him and stops him in the 10th round. And man, my prediction almost came true, bro. It was that close. 10th round. From 9th round going into the 10th round, Robert Garcia was telling Mikey, like, Mikey, I'm finna stop it, Mikey, I'm finna stop it. And I'm holding my fingers like, I don't know how to cross my fingers. I'm like, come on, stop it. My prediction to be right on. And then Mikey was like, come on, big bro, let me go out here, man. Let me keep fighting, bro. I'm like, fuck. Okay, so I got Marcus Thompson and Lewis Coleman both say I'm crazy for believing. I don't know if they're talking to me, but they said whoever believes that are crazy to think that Errol Spence even has a chance versus Canelo. I don't know, man. I'm not too sure about that. One thing I know is that Errol Spence is big for 147. He's taller than Canelo. He's a good fighter. I think it's a good fight. But Sir Geechee said, I thought that shit was over too. Yeah, man, I thought it was over. Like, bro, that would have made me look like a boxing genius right there if he would have stopped that fight in the 10th round. Tell Canelo to fight Charlo or Boo Boo. Yeah, true. Oh, what up, Cooley Stevenson? I ain't see you in here, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Yeah, man. Anyways, man, we probably got about 15 more minutes on here, man. Anybody got any questions? Drop those questions. Let me know. Let me know if you got any questions, man. I'm going to answer y'all questions for this last 15, 20 minutes, man. And then, as y'all know, I got a hot date to get to. Alright, so let me use this screen over here. he said no head movement. Spence is gonna beat Canelo. I don't know, man. We'll see. Yes, sir. Y'all hawk smash that like button. Hawk smash that like button. Alright, so that's what I was doing. Alright, cool. Yeah, man, but we got Errol Spence versus ShawnPorter. Fights most likely made. I mean, it's a whole hell of a lot of pay-per-views, though. I tell you that for sure. You know, that's a lot of pay-per-views, man. And I don't know about y'all, cash, man, but you know, cash don't flow easy around here, bro. We gotta make it. So these boys dropping pay-per-view after pay-per-view. If it's a pay-per-view, I'm just going to the fight. I'd rather go to the fight and give y'all some content than be sitting at the crib paying for a pay-per-view, $100, $70, $75. Like, nah, bro, I ain't with it. Mike Finelli says, I don't really want to see Spence versus Canelo until he fight his way out of 147. That could be another 4 or 5 fights. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if that fight don't happen. I would be understanding if it happens from a financial standpoint, but if it don't happen, I won't be mad because, you know, I understand Errol Spence has a lot to do at 147. Okay, he says he wants to be undisputed welterweight champion of the world, and I want to see him do it. You know, I just hate that he got to go through Porter to get it done. But, with that being said, all right, Lewis Coleman. Let me see what you got. I don't know if I missed any other questions. He says, I'll ask you the same question I asked Main Man, okay, at Jim. If you had to pick only one fight to go to and see this year, which one would you choose? All right. It's most likely going to be the fight that I'm probably going to go to. But if I had one fight to go to this year, out of all, you mean like upcoming fights or past fights? It's probably got to be Spence Porter, man. It's probably got to be this fight, upcoming fight. Well, when you say, oh, okay, upcoming fights, yeah, I mean, one fight I'm going to is going to be Spence Porter, and that's probably the fight that I actually will go to. Like, y'all don't understand how serious I'm going to try and make it out there, bro. I'm going to do what I got to do You know, but as far as, you know, super fights or fights that's not negotiated or that might not happen. Sean Jones, what's going on with you, bro? I see you. He says, what it do, Jim? Any word on the venue? Nah, no word on that yet, man. But as soon as I know, I'm definitely gonna let y'all know. ASAP, because I need to know, because I'm trying to go. I'm trying to be in the building, man. So, but super fights, a big fight I would like to go to that has not been made. I gotta admit, if Errol Spence Jr. was to ever move up and fight Canelo Alvarez, I think that will be the fight that I would want to see. I think that fight has potential to be one of the biggest pay-per-view grossing bouts. Canelo versus Spence on pay-per-view, joint between DAZN and PBC, Fox. I mean, I feel like I would love to be in that type of atmosphere, and the reason why has a lot to do with their ethnicity. Okay, Errol Spence Jr. is a Black American fighter. He's our brother, and you know, Canelo is a Mexican brother. So, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like that fight will have the most electricity out of the fights that can be made. Errol Spence versus Canelo. It'll be just like, you know, Mikey Garcia moved up and fought Errol Spence, and now Errol is moving up. Oh my God, Mike Finelli, bro, you wild as hell, son. He said, respect that rental next travel, man. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I tore that rental out the frame, son. I'm like, bruh. That to me right there was the most surreal moment that I've had in a while, bro. Like, that junk scared the hell out of me, bro. It almost felt like a spiritual situation, bro. Y'all know I'm a very spiritual dude, man. I'm a very Bible-oriented spiritual dude, and that whole trip to me was just a lot. It was a lot of spiritual stuff going on, man. And when I crashed that car, bro, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna I'm gonna Uber back to the room and just lay low tonight. Scariest moment ever, bro. But and it was some Mexicans too in that truck. Oh man, that shit was scary, man. So Justin Hawkins says, always love content from Jim. Gotta head out. Those salute. Hey, appreciate you, man. If you already dipped out, appreciate you for coming through. I'm gonna try and do this again tomorrow, man. I'm gonna try and start doing these live streams at about 10 if I can. You know, because I got 3 little boys that would never shut up. You know, they like to play hard all day, every day, man, and they screaming and running and eating and dropping crackers and cookies all over my floor. So about this time is good, because, you know, the wife, she get to go chill out, take a shower, settle down in the bed. The kids is now asleep at this time, so, you know, all I gotta do is come in here, you know, cut this live stream on and kick it with the Jim family, man. So I appreciate all y'all. Fred Thomas says, if it's at the Barclays, I'm not going. Oh, hold on. He says, I'm not flying all the way back out to Texas. There was for Spence Ocampo and Spence Garcia. Yeah. You know, for me, it's about the same distance from the Barclays as it is to Texas for me. You know, it's about the same distance. But when I flew out to Spence Mikey, I had to take 2 planes to get there, so it was just a much longer trip, man. It was horrible, bro. Like, I had to fly from Florida. I had to fly to Atlanta, Georgia, and you know, that airport at Atlanta, Georgia is freaking bigger than I ever expected, bro. That shit is huge, and I didn't know when I booked the flight how they said it. You know, it was 1 stop. You know, I thought, me not having much experience flying, I thought I could just fly, land, you know, get off, jump on the next plane, and everything is everything. But nah, bro, it was like some hub type shit where the flight that was leaving from Atlanta to Texas, I had to go catch that bit. Like, if my flight would have just got there late, I would have just missed it. So I'm running through this big ass airport, all these bags, like, bro, it was crazy, son. So if it's at the Barclays, I would be happy, because all I gotta do is take 1 plane, and then from there, you know, 2-hour flight, boom, I'm in New York. I like New York too, man. You know, I used to live in New York when I was little, so you know, easy trip. So it is what it is. Not only that, but the Barclays Center is it's a very good facility, man. It's very lit. Like the atmosphere is just real smooth. You know, they be playing the right music. Everybody be dressed nice. You know, it's real comfortable arena, man. So I like the vibe out there. So you know what I'm saying. But anyway, man. Any last words? Any last questions, man? I'm about to close this stream down. I usually try to only go about an hour. I'm gonna probably go eat some food, man, and pass out. But any last comments, questions, concerns? Any last you know, anything y'all want to say? Anybody didn't hit the like button yet that want to hit it? Now is your time to smash that like button. Oh, I forgot D Jefferson's comment. He says, "Got the little ones, huh, Mike? All mine grown and still." He says, "All my it still plucked my nerves." Yeah, absolutely, D Jefferson. Hell yeah, hell yeah. And my kids they 3, 6, and 8. So this is the most training I've ever done in my life, man. So I'm training them. Stop doing this. Do that. Don't do this. Hey, man, clean your room. Hey, man. Hey, Michael, pick that up off the floor, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm always fussing, bro. You know, I'm always fussing, man. So anyway, Mike Finelli, appreciate you for coming through the stream. God bless you, brother. Clovis Watson, God bless you. D Jefferson, appreciate you, man, for coming through. Always showing love. God bless you, man. He said you got babies. Yeah, man, I got them little fella. I mean, I'm a young dude, man. I'm only 28, so I'm a 28-year-old dude. Got a young, you know, beautiful wife that I love, man. I got little kids, man. So I'm just living my best life, bro. Tamika Gibson says, "Many blessings to you and your family." Yes, man. Miss Tamika Gibson, appreciate you for coming through and joining us, man. Really appreciate it. He says, "I remember your name soon when they say in the new WBO welterweight champion is Errol Spence." Oh, okay. True. Hell yeah. Clovis Watson said, "I respect you, man." That's a blessing. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I'm just trying to do my best thing, and that's why you see me on YouTube a little bit more too, man. Because I'm just trying to really accelerate the gym boxing brand, man. I want this to be my own company, my own brand. I don't want to have to join the workforce no more. I mean, some of y'all know you know, I'm an automotive technician by trade. That's what I do. I work for Nissan for a bunch of years. I work for Toyota. I work for pretty much all the shops, bro. Whether it's Goodyear, freaking, you know, Firestone. I work for all the shops, and you know, I don't want to, you know, work so hard with my hands if I don't have to, bro. I'd rather, you know, start my brand up, start up YouTube channels, and what I want to do is I want to turn gym boxing into a real brand. Like I want to have merchandise. I want to have boxing gloves, like all fitness type stuff. He says, "I'm a sales manager at Nissan." Awesome. Hell yeah. I think I remember talking to you about that too, Clovis. I remember talking to you about that, bro. So I'm trying to build a fitness brand with the gym logo. You know what I'm saying? I want to do that. Really, you know, trademark everything. Who knows? One day I might open up gym boxing as an actual fitness club. Like I might open up some boxing gyms, or you know, I mean, I'm just dreaming big, but I wanna really do something with the brand. I don't want to just ever have to go back to working for people. I don't want my kids to ever go, you know, hungry. I want to make sure that I have something to leave my children when they grow up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us growing up, especially in America, man, we just grew up and kind of got through into the workforce. So I don't want my children to have to get thrown into the workforce. I don't want that. I want my children to grow up and have a big brand that I can hand to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to buy land. I'm trying to do that next year because I'm probably going to build my own house with my bare hands. You know, get together my brothers, maybe some friends, and, you know, just learn all I can now because I want to build my own stuff, bro. That's what it's all about in life. I can't see myself spending $150,000, $200,000, $300,000 for a house and paying on it till I'm 67 years old. I can't do it, bro. I'm gonna buy myself some land. I'm gonna build. I'm gonna do all that stuff, man. So I can hand it to my children when I'm laying on my deathbed. You know, I can you know, all my children, grands, and great grands can come to me and get all the stuff that belong to them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm about, man. So Watchman Akib says, "What city, Jim?" What city as far as what? Right now I'm in Florida. I live in Central Florida. So I'll probably start here, man, and see where we can go with it. But probably before that, I'm going to try and start trying to figure out how to have merchandise, have gym boxing merchandise. Like I want to start at least with boxing gloves, ropes, speed bags, heavy bags. Like I want to start selling merchandise with my logo and stuff like that on it. You know what I'm saying? To really have a real brand. You know what I'm saying? I want to have gym boxing be on people's boxing gloves and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be pretty dope. I mean, it's already a catchy thing, you know, gym boxing. It's almost like going to the boxing gym. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man. Clovis Watson says, bro, honestly, God honors marriage, and whatever you desire, God will give to you. No, absolutely. I mean, bro, you have no idea how much I understand these things, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was one of few in our communities that had a father. You know what I'm saying? My dad raised me. He raised me and my 4 brothers and my little sister. So I understand, and he told me too. He said, Michael, you know, he said you married, get a good wife, marry your woman, and he said God will bless you. So that's what he told me. I'll never forget it. He said God will bless you if you do the right thing. So that's what I'm gonna do, man. And I feel like I have that gift to make sure I keep doing. Like I want to be a doer. I don't want to sit back and be a watcher. You know, there's multiple types of people in the world. You have guys that watch TV, and then you got guys that make TV. You got guys that let stuff happen to them, and then you have guys that do things for people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to receive. I like to give. I like to always be moving and doing. So if the Most High's will, you know, if we get bigger and we grow as a channel, and y'all help me out and we grow, you know, I'm trying to bless as many people as I can, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to start stuff for the kids. I'm trying to, you know, have young kids, you know, stay out the streets and come to the gym. Like, there's all types of stuff I think about, man, on a daily. So, you know, sometime I might just get up here on the channel and just chat with y'all, man, because I know I got a lot of real ones that follow the channel, man, and I really appreciate all the support that I get from y'all. Not all the time is my boxing content gonna be the most fire. It's not gonna always be the most lit. So, you know, I just try to make it as high quality as I possibly can, because my how can I say, my personality is a very tough personality, because I'm the type of person that that really have a hard time sticking to one thing. Now, I don't know if any of you have that problem, but I have a very hard time sticking to one thing. So for me to have a boxing channel to talk about boxing all day long is a miracle, bro, because I'm never really just stuck doing one thing. I'm doing this. I'm fishing. I'm going to the gun range doing outdoor sports. I'm playing basketball. Like, I'm coaching my son's team. I'm just into, you know, work with my dad and build computers. Like, I just do so many different stuff, man. It's just, that's been one of my downfalls, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do in life. So, you know, if this boxing thing helped me catapult me to other aspects and being an entrepreneur, then that's just what I'm gonna do, man. So, like I said, I'm not gonna stay on this live stream much longer. Lewis Coleman, Clovis Watson, Cooley Stevenson, all the brothers and sisters in the stream, really appreciate y'all for joining me, man. He says anything you do through the Lord will be blessed. Put him first. Oh, absolutely, man. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand, you know, how serious I am when it comes down to my relationship with the Most High, bro, and how I work. You know, that's one of my biggest things, bro. So really appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I'm about to get up off here. I gotta get in there, man, and get it going, man. So like I said, I'll probably try and jump back on here if not tomorrow, the next day. But we'll try to do these live streams around 10 o'clock, man. So if I forget, y'all drop it in the comment section of my videos and be like, Mike, man, you need to go live, man. I need the gym boxing family to help hold me up, man. So anyway, I'm just rambling on. Much love, peace, blessings to all the brothers and sisters that support the channel. This your boy, Get a Mike. I'll be back with some more videos tomorrow, most likely. And that's it, man. So I'm out of here. Peace.